Welcome back, y'all. Lambo here, and today we're going over the hottest cards and sealed product. And holy smokes, people, I might need to start splitting up between cards and sealed product because I don't think my computer can handle any more tabs. But we're gonna push through this, and hopefully it doesn't take too long. But we're starting out here with the Charmander promo card, and this one is the Pokemon Center exclusive, and it's up 32% over the 3 month, and market price is $215. And we're here that a lot of the other sales are, or people selling theirs, are in that 230 range, and I believe we're getting right back up to the all-time highs there. And we have Magikarp from Paldea Evolved, and it is up 32.5%. And most recent sell is 420. Nice. But we can see that a lot of people are starting to ask for that above $400 range. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in the next few weeks, how high this Magikarp goes, if it'll jump all the way up to becoming a Gyarados. And we have Raichu as well from Paldea Evolved, up 81%, and we're pushing well above $100 in our most recent sell there of $109. And I believe we are at all-time highs, so congrats to Raichu. We also have from Paldea Evolved Sprigatito, and I thought this one was pretty interesting. Gen 9 Pokemon, and it's up almost 80%, and market price $50. And you know, we have some of these other sales, but it's Japanese, Korean, so ignore those. But yeah, over $50. So congrats to our Gen 9 starter, Sprigatito. We have the Elite Trainer box, and up 41%, continuing to push up, and a lot of the sealed product that's going out of rotation is already starting to move. Most recent sell, 187. We have Ninetales from Obsidian Flames, up 100% over the 3 month. And it's probably one of the most gorgeous arts that we have, to be honest. I do really enjoy that art style, and you can see quite a few being sold there over the last few weeks. We got 53 and 29, so nearly 100 sold. Pretty crazy. We also have Cleffa. I'd seen this one floating around there for a while, up 134%, but it's sustained there at its $40 mark. So I figured that this one definitely deserved to be in the hottest cards, with it kind of maintaining that $40 range. Beautiful card. Love that reflection right there. Amazing. And I don't usually do the cases, but man, Obsidian Flames Elite Trainer box cases up 16%. And you gotta respect that with the most recent sell of $2,449. And those are that's just scary to see. And the Elite Trainer box on its own, market price $242, most recent sale $265, so almost up 50%. And I mean, the sale volume is pretty decent. I mean, over the last week, is that almost 50 sales, getting close. And we have the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box, up 30%, most recent sell $690. So pushing up almost to $700. Insane. And then the booster box is up 20% almost over the 3 month. Most recent sell $375. So this guy could easily be at $400 here before we know it. Wild. And then 151, my theory here is that I think a lot of people are starting to take the advice of selling their less premium items. They could be selling a lot of their sword and shield, and they're starting to rotate into a lot of these like cases of 151, because we can see here the sealed case here is up 23%, and the most recent sell is $12,000, and all these other ones well above that $12,000. So I think we're just starting to see people really take that advice of they're consolidating, and they are putting it in to the premium stuff, which is the bundles and the cases. 151. We can see here the 151 Elite Trainer Box case is market price $4,765. Most recent sell $6,000. And yeah, these are well above that $6,000 mark. Pretty crazy. Then the 151 collection Zapdos EAX case is up almost 42%, and the most recent sell is $700. And these cases are just continually to run up. And an interesting one that I found was the Paradox Rift sleeved booster case is up 24% with the most recent sale at $1,200. And there's no other listings, but I just found that one pretty interesting, that maybe this is just one of those cases that super rare, and someone decided to snag up two of them for $1,000. Yeah, so just over $1,000. So just thought that was interesting. And the Paradox Rift Elite Trainer Box with the Iron Valiant is continuing to go up. It's up like 10% over the month, and you know, at that 120 mark, which is pretty interesting considering that people like to poo-poo on Paradox Rift. So that was interesting. Ooh, and Paldean Fates is honestly terrifying right now. Like, I think it's about to do what 151 just did last month. And we have the Mew here up almost 70%. Market price is $822, and we can see a lot of the asking price starting to creep up to $900. And we had a little bit, not really a buyout, but 10 sold there, another 3, so like 6 more over the last week. Oof, I think that this one definitely is ready to fly above that $1,000 mark here pretty soon. And we're seeing a bunch of these other Paldean Fates cards start to go on runs. The Mimikyu here up 132%. Most recent sale at $96. Super crazy. So I'll be curious to see come next week if these are up another 100%, but I don't know. It's pretty nutty. The Snorlax here up 146%. Most recent sell $90. So these are just starting to go absolutely nuts. Pikachu up 92%. Market price 63, and we have most recent sell of 56, but then a lot of these are $80 to $100. And those shiny Pokemon, Gardevoir is market price 148. Most recent sale is 160, up 34%. And we have the Ditto as well, up 83%, market price $37, and really pushing up to $50 here pretty soon. The Elite Trainer Box for Paldean Fates is at 404, up 40%. And this one, I wouldn't say it feels undervalued, but I feel like it definitely has a lot of runway to go pretty nuts here soon. And the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer Box is at $622 market, up 62% over the 3-month. And yeah, I mean, $600 definitely seems like it's where it's at right now, but I definitely could see these starting to push up. I mean, what was the sell volume on the regular ones? Yeah, the regular ones, they're starting to see quite a few, nothing too crazy. We have the booster bundles up 47% on the 3-month. Most recent sell 150. So that's definitely why I had this here on the hottest, because I think it's going to start coattailing 151, and I don't know, maybe it passes 151, or we're going to see 151 start to bounce up. We have Drampa from Temporal Forces, and this one caught me by surprise, up 73% at, market price $24, and a lot of people are pushing to $30. And this one could be because of champions. If anyone is familiar with competitive Pokemon and VGC, Mega Drampa's been pretty popular, very popular streamer and Pokemon content creator that does VGC. Wolfie, he's been doing a lot of videos with Drampa. So, I mean, maybe he does have a really big following, so maybe people are liking it for that reason. And we also have Morty's Conviction just continuing to skyrocket, up 116%. Most recent sell at $80, and could easily just continue to push up, and we'll definitely see if it hits $100. The Linton from Temporal as well, up 60%. Most recent sell right at that market price of $29, and could be pushing well above 30 before we know it. And I do love me some Linton, and this card is actually pretty amazing. You have 2 Littons there. You have his evolution there, Incineroar doll, and then the Linton doll, and just all the Linton merch, just shiny Linton. So pretty nice drawn card there with a lot of little hidden details. Gotta love it. And the Temporal Forces Elite Trainer box, the one with Walking Wake, is up 38%, and most recent sell is 132, and it kind of seems like that could be the new, not floor, but definitely seems like it could, start to go on a little bit of a run, interestingly enough. We have the Greninja from Twilight Masquerade, and it's up 22% over the 3-month, and market price is $362, and we'll have to see if it pushes up to $400. The Perrine is still going on pretty good tear there, up 76% in the 3-month. Most recent sell of 195, so we could be seeing a new all-time high there for Perrine. We'll see if it sticks. Oh my gosh, I always forget this guy's name. Is it Kieran? I think it's Kieran. That's how you say it. Up 50%, and yeah, right in that $30 range. I just think it's interesting that Twilight Masquerade is really starting to get some of these singles running. Carmine up 22% at the $60, $70 range. So pretty interesting. And then the EV is continuing to run up at 50% for the 3-month, and we're pushing up to $90. I don't know if it'll hit 100, but definitely could. The Hisuian Growlithe, the connective one with Perrine, is up almost 50%, market 23, and the most recent is around $24, and see if this one pushes up to $30. And this one's just so silly. Basic Darkness Energy, it's at $60 almost, so up 40%. So one of your most expensive cards in the whole set for Shrouded Fables is an energy. So thought that was pretty silly. Great set. And Horsey, From Shrouded Fables, market 43, up 73%. So had to put this one in. It's, you know, held up here at the $40 range. So congrats to Shrouded Fables. And the Dusclops is 46 market. It's kind of just chilled out there. So had to throw in something for Shrouded Fable. Even the singles are starting to go. And thought this was interesting, Okie Dogie, and my kid actually loves Okie Doggy or Dogie Doggy, and up 64%. Most recent sell, $15. So thought that was interesting to see one of the new. I don't know if these are. No, they are legendaries. I don't think they're mythical, but thought it was interesting that one of them's kind of going on a little bit of a run there. So congrats. And this one, very interesting. Dush Bun from Stellar Crown up almost 80%. So most recent sell is $75, and a lot of these other ones are $98, $100. So very, very interesting there. I don't know if this is a playable card in the game or if people just decided Dush Bun is amazing. And I don't see any other Pokemon in the card. So that was an interesting one, seeing that one go on an absolute tear. And the booster bundle from Stellar Crown up 13%. Most recent sell at $70. So pretty interesting there, and okay volume. The Surging Sparks Elite Trainer box case is up 17%, and market price is $876 with the most recent sell almost $1,100, and a lot of these are well over that $1,100 mark. So Surging Spark Sealed is starting to go on a little tear here. We have just the Elite Trainer box on its own at 99 market, but most recent sell at 104, and a lot of these are at the 110, still at the $100 mark. So we'll have to keep an eye on Surging Sparks. I don't know. We got that huge reprint, but maybe that reprint is over and people are just starting to move right back in and gobble it all up. Sylveon from Prismatic is at market price, basically $400, most recent at $407. So finally broke that $400 mark to Sylveon, and congratulations. And this one was interesting. Flareon Master Ball pattern is up almost 70%. The market is $28 and most recent sell $31. So just found that interesting. Flareon of all Pokemon going on a little run there. So pretty interesting. The Dragapult had to throw in one that wasn't EV, up 31%. Market is 118, and it's kind of a little all over the place with this one, but had to throw in one that wasn't an evolution. And then this one is always just funny to me because everyone said that this one wouldn't be the Prismatic Elite Trainer box from Dollar General would never pass the regular one, and here we are at 189. So it's past it, and its most recent sell at 220, and we do not have that many listed here. So it'll be interesting to see like how many of these end up moving anytime soon. So just thought that was funny. Had to throw it in here just because it did pass the regular Prismatic ETBs. And then the mini tin display from Prismatic up 34%. I believe this is all-time high. Yep, all-time high. And market price $235. And yeah, it seems like that's pretty much what everyone is selling theirs for. The Journey Together booster box, the regular non-enhanced, is market price $276, and the most recent sell $299. And even a quote-unquote crappy set like Journey Together is pushing $300 on the booster box. So pretty crazy stuff. The Reshiram from White Flare is pushing back up to think not like all-time high because on release it was insane, but kind of the regular all-time high, pushing back up. And most recent sell $400, and that kind of seems like the kind of the price range right now is around $400. Good stuff from Reshi. And I had to throw Oshawott in here. It's going on a nice little tear, up 13%, almost 14. Market is 54, most recent right there. And a lot of them up in that $60 range. And I definitely think that this was one that people were saying was one of the top favorites of White Flare. So seeing that run back up is a beautiful card. And we have the Elite Trainer box, market price 104, most recent almost 110. So White Flare's done it. It's pushed up over $100. I'm really happy I bought mine. Let's see, where's December? Yeah, I bought mine around here, $70 when we were going through that little flash crash that people were talking about. So definitely a time when the people are selling at low prices. That's when you should be buying, and now we're up $30. And we have the Victini from Black Bolt up 17%. Interestingly enough, that the Black Bolt is worth more than the White Flare. And this is where that whole argument is being kind of debated of, did less Black Bolt make it to the market? Like, it's just interesting that this one is worth more than the White Flare. So I don't know what's going on there, but yeah, $469 is the market price, and a lot of it outside of that is well over $500. So we'll have to keep an eye on Black Bolt because it's going on quite a tear. Up 16% for the Zekrom, the black chromatic of Black Bolt, and market price is $424. And yeah, a lot of the other ones are asking $500, so pretty close to the Victini. Seismitoad has continued to kind of hold its value here around that 180 mark, and still seeing quite a few sales there. So might not be a fraud like everyone's saying, but it'll be interesting to see how it holds up in the next couple months. But I'm definitely not like a fan of by any means. It's a interesting card though, and if people love it, they love it. Good for you. Black Bolt Elite Trainer boxes are up 37%. Market price 117. Some shenanigans at $100 for most recent sale, and outside of that, 130, 120. So don't know what to. But I mean, the crazy part is look at that buy volume. It's like 48, 40, 35. So yeah, I mean, 200 almost sold over the last week. So Black Bolt is definitely going on a tear. The mini tin display is at 167 market price, but most recent sell is 240. So it'll be pretty crazy to see what these end up doing because yeah, there's quite a few listed north of $200. Now we're getting to the Mega era, and we got Mega Lucario is starting to recover. So he was down here at the 150 range. Now he's kind of starting to pop back up. So most recent sell, almost $200. And we'll see if any of these start to run up. But yeah, this one I definitely thought was too cheap for too long. So I think people are starting to catch on to that. Same with Mega Venusaur here. He's popped up 11%. Most recent sell 135. So right there at market price. And then yeah, 140, 150. So I mean, I'm not a huge fan of this one, but it is a connective art with the other ones, the Bulbasaur and the Ivysaur. And then the Mega Evolution Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box is up 45%. Market price 246. Seems like it's pretty agreed upon there. The Mega Evolutions booster box is market price basically $300. Most recent sell $315. And I think this is definitely benefiting from it being confirmed that most of the other Mega Evolution sets are with the booster boxes are being split. So now I feel like that just gives so much more juice to the Mega Evolution base set. And I think that we're going to just keep seeing this one climb up. I mean, even if they reprint it, I think that it's just gonna continue to like bounce back up. Like it's definitely gonna come down if they do what they did with Surging Sparks, but you will see what those reprints look like. And then also the mini tin display up 10%. Market is 166, but the most recent sell is 180, and that kind of seems to kind of track there. The Mega Evolution, the Pokemon Center Elite with Gardevoir is market price 212, up 44%. Let's see, and then we're getting into Phantasmal Flames here. And I had to throw in some of these cases just because it's pretty shocking to see how quickly a lot of this stuff is moving. Like it's up 66% over the 3 month. We have quite a few sold over the last few weeks, and market is $2,333. Most recent sale though, we are pushing up to $2,500, and that definitely seems like that's the new floor until we see a reprint. I mean, it's pretty crazy that it's going up this high when it really seems like this is one that we're going to see a reprint for, but that Charizard is just too sought after at this point. And even the sleeved booster case for Phantasmal, the market is $1,135. Most recent sell is pretty much $1,600, and the few that are listed here are well above that $1,600 mark. So pretty insane. I feel like everyone's just running back to Phantasmal. You have the Elite Trainer Box case, market price $1,100. Most recent sell $1,229, and that's even with a few sold at that, you know, yeah, that range there, the $1,200. And there's quite a bit listed here. So pretty insane how many of these Elite Trainer Box cases are floating around. And I mean, that's just product that isn't hitting the market that people are just hoarding away. So people were definitely onto Phantasmal. I mean, are we surprised? They crashed the Pokemon Center website on the release or the pre-release of Phantasmal Flames. So we all knew that this was coming. And the Phantasmal Flames, just regular Elite Trainer Box, market price $122. Most recent is right there in that range. And yeah, just continuing to slowly, it's almost coattailing Ascended Heroes, which is interesting. And I had to even throw this one in because I thought it was funny. These aren't even the sleeved boosters. These are just like the plain ones. Set of 4. And look at that, up 41%. Market price $40. Most recent sell. Someone bought this for $46. Oh my gosh. It's crazy. And I mean, it's like you got Charizard and you got Gengar right there. So, oh, that's just something that makes you smile. Like that's so funny. This market. And this is where if you're not sick yet looking at these prices, get ready, like get the trash can ready because oh my gosh, like 3 month Pikachu SIR from Ascended Heroes up 63%. Market price $841, and the most recent sell $950. So, oh my gosh, I just don't even know what to say. It's insane. This thing has defied gravity. Gravity got turned off, and Mega Gengar's the same flipping story, dude. Market price $1,226. Most recent sell $1,400. And we can see, I mean, I feel like at this point you're just listing it whatever you want. People will buy it. It's just it's insane. Insane. And then Team Rocket's Mewtwo turned it around, and market price is $393, and most recent sell is basically $500. And same story, 500 listed here, 600, and then it jumps clear up to $1,000. So I mean, that it's just, what are we gonna see these single? Like, I'm so fascinated. Once the booster bundles come out, are we gonna finally see these crash? But even then, I mean, the rubber band is insane, and it'll drop down. Like, I mean, prismatic, those singles aren't even dropping down, at least the Umbreon. So I don't know. And even the pink Pikachu here up 16% over the month, and market is 387. Most recent sell 450. So absolutely insane. Our pink Pika here going nuts. Stevens Metagross had to throw it in here for the 1 month, up 32%. Most recent sale $100, and yeah, it's like 100, 110. Just had to throw it in there because pretty cool card, especially having Steve in there. So sick. And then Mega Charizard X, EX, UPC. I always forget to check on this guy. And up $45 over the 3 month, and market price 208. So definitely broke that 200. It's chilling up there. All this crap is just accessories, but accessories. Ugh. We're near the end of the video, guys. I'm so sorry. And yeah, this one, so funny. Oh, this will be $100. 200. Cool. Thanks. Scented Heroes, Elite Trainer box case. Guys. Oh, it's up 40%. 40%. 1736 is the market price. Oh my gosh. And then we have the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box. $480 is market price. Most recent sell 402. Don't know. That guy was just feeling nice, I guess. But over the last week, we have about 35, almost 100 sold over the last week. That is insane. I told myself if it hits $600, I'm selling mine. So that might actually happen within the next few months. And last, we have Scented Heroes Elite Trainer box. And guys, we're almost at 150. And what? Has it been a month? I think it's been 2 months. Market price 147. Most recent sell 148. So we're easily going to be at 150 before we know it. So yeah, wave 2 got completely destroyed. We can see since last week, oh my gosh, 311 sold over 2 days. Another 300. Guys, that is freaking insane. Almost 1,000 sold over a week at these prices. Oh my, Arceus, save us all. On that note, you guys, you have a wonderful week. Try to not get pew-pewed at these card drops and releases, and just be safe. And remember, this stuff should be in print for a while, and it is not worth getting destroyed over cardboard. But appreciate you guys. You guys have a great week. Stay safe out there, and we'll talk to you next time. Peace.